I want you to look at this case, and I want you to notice all the small minor details on it. The textured sleeve to give some depth to the image, the amount of details that you can see on the box, and the fact the sleeve has been able to keep the game's case pristine for many years. It's quite obvious on what I'm going to be getting into this video with, so I'm just going to ram headfirst into subject. Touch. I prefer owning physical copies of games. There's just something different about being able to buy something and just being able to stare at it, because there are also lots of minor details that you can't see on a screen. Similar to vinyl. Similarly, when I got a CD of Demon Days, I considered not even opening it just to see how pristine and majestic it looked in the wrapping.
Manuel?
I like manuals, when they're cool at least. I'd be in the back seat of a car, waiting to get home, getting excited to play a new game I got, looking through the manuals and thinking to myself, that's kinda cool. A good example for unique manuals is the Fallout 3 manual, and how it was designed like a survivor's guide. It even had little in-world tidbits. Or how in Metal Gear Solid 3, it gave you a short comic book. Or in Metal Gear Solid 2's case, a manga. Sadly, I can't show it at the moment because I don't know where my Metal Gear Solid 2 copy is at the moment. But we'll find it eventually. Sometimes the manuals can be a time capsule in a different era, like how in Team Fortress 2 in Orange Box, it had old footage of Team Fortress 2 in it, which is kind of cool to see on how much the game has changed graphically. And who could forget the PS5's absolutely nothing? Foreshadowing.
Bonus level?
I love bonuses. Who doesn't? I also love bonuses in my video games. Like, whoever had the idea to put a poster in every Grand Theft Auto needs to be crowned for his war efforts in the console wars. Or if you pre-ordered Halo Reach, which would give you a free helmet, free of charge. Another example of bonuses being in Halo games is in ODST, where it gave you Halo 3's multiplayer, with included DLC map packs, probably to counteract the fact that ODST is pretty much a DLC for Halo 3, but the fact remains, free of charge. One of my personal favorite bonuses being in Michael Jackson The Experience. If you bought it from Walmart, you can get a cool glove, free of charge. So you're telling me this game includes not only a documentary, but also a bonus second unfinished game? Free of charge. Sometime around the 2010s was when what I've been talking about for the past two subjects were completely removed. Like, the cases still have the little knobs to put in a manual, but they just never put one in. And chances are there's not even a game inside, it's just a download code to download the game. And I hate the fact how Fallout 76's disc was just a cardboard cutout with the download code on it still. Either that, or it needs to update on day one. Maybe if the games were finished before they were shipped out, then maybe we wouldn't need to worry about this problem. But the worst part about this is the fact that the only other way I'm getting a game is digitally, which is awful in many ways. Mainly because you can't buy used games anymore, meaning if you want to play an older game, you have to pay up. Like, Call of Duty World at War was released in 2008, yet it still costs $30. Either that or you just don't get the game at all.
Double kill.
You'll notice that I already talked about this last subject, but there's still a lot more to it that I should tell. Used games are just so interesting. Like how my copy of Metal Gear Solid 2 has a sticker of Master Chief on it. Or they'll have stickers from the store that they were originally bought from, which I find quite interesting because it's almost like lots of these stores are not even accessible anymore or changed their logo, which is cool to see their original designs. But one of my most favorites is the markings. Like, look at this DS game I've got. Who is Junior? We may never know. And because of used games, this is one of the only reasons why I was able to play so many good classic games. But the upsetting part is that it seems that not that many people also have this idea. I see videos of people trying to remove these little scrapes and scraps and all the things that make them look interesting. It's like erasing a part of history or a connection that two people once had, now gone just for some views. And is it worth it? No. Now for this video, I've been pretty much talking to a wall. But the fact still remains that we do have a connection with these sort of things inside physical media of games. Now, I sort of like making these videos, like these talk videos, but I don't know if other people like them, so just like it so I actually know that you like it. It's sort of obvious. And if you don't, I will stop making this kind of stuff.